You are standing in your garage, and a thing has just failed you. The drill that will not hold a charge. The knife that tears the tomato instead of slicing it. The chair so wobbly you have stopped letting guests sit in it. And you do what we have all been taught to do. You sigh and you go, buy another one, $40, $60, and in a year you will be standing right here again, buying it again. Now think back. Your grandfather had one hammer his whole life. Your grandmother fried eggs in the same pan for 50 years and it never stuck. How did their things last a lifetime and yours fall apart by Christmas? I am Earl Dean. Today I am not going to teach you a trick. I am going to teach you the thing underneath all the tricks. The reason my father never bought the same thing twice in his life. There is no luck in owning things that last. There never was. Your things are not breaking because you are hard on them or bought the wrong brand. They break because nobody taught you the one habit that keeps a thing alive. A habit so ordinary nobody gave it a name. I call it minding your things. I was raised on a farm in the Oklahoma panhandle by people who came up through the Depression with almost nothing in their pockets and a great deal in their hands. My father could not afford to buy a thing twice, so he learned to buy it once and keep it for life. What he knew comes down to 4 small habits. Oil it, sharpen it, tighten it, store it dry. That is the whole of it. One thing before I begin. The old methods I share here, there is far too much to fit in any single video. So I put the whole of it in a book at my website, earldeanbook.com, for the folks who want the long version. 99 methods, all in one place. I will not mention it again. If you want it, you know where to look. Metal wants oil the way a man wants water. Bare steel in the open air does one thing, and that is rust. A thin film of oil tells it no. My father kept a rag in a coffee can with a little oil soaked in. After he used a tool, he wiped it before hanging it up. 3 seconds. Those 3 seconds are why his tools outlived him. You do not need a special oil. The point is the habit. The small no you say to the rust every time you put a thing away. Anything with an edge goes dull. And folks believe a dull blade is worn out. It is not. It is 10 minutes from new. The edge has only rolled over and folded where it used to be keen. Sharpening grinds it back to true. And a sharp blade is the safe one. The dull knife cuts you because you force it, and when you force a thing, it slips and finds your hand. My father had a stone with a dish worn into it. He drew the blade across at the same low angle, both sides, until it shaved the hair off his arm. 5 minutes, and a knife he bought once cut clean for life. Before the last 2 habits, let me pause. Every home has its leaks, not just tools, but the food going to waste, the heat slipping out the cracks, the water, the electric, the repairs you pay another man to do. In my savings manual, I walk you through finding every one and fixing it with your own hands. 99 methods. The link is in the description. Everything works loose. A screw backs out a hair at a time. A joint dries. And here is the costly mistake. Folks wait until the thing falls clean apart, then throw the whole of it out, when all that failed was one fastener that wanted a quarter turn a year ago. A chair does not break. Its joints dry and loosen, a leg gives, and into the trash it goes. But a dab of glue and a clamp caught in time, and it serves another 40 years. My father walked his place with a screwdriver in his pocket, catching the loose things while they were still only loose. He stayed a year ahead of every failure. This last one is the one folks forget that undoes all the rest. You can oil and sharpen a tool beautiful, then lean it against a damp wall all winter, and the damp eats it anyway. Water is the great destroyer. Rust needs it, rot needs it, mold needs it. Take the damp away, and you beat most of what destroys your things before it starts. My father kept his tools up off the floor and dry. The seed, the grain, the winter boots, all dry. A dry thing keeps near forever. A wet thing is already half gone. Oil it, sharpen it, tighten it, store it dry. That is what kept everything my father owned alive. Now, the hard part. You were never taught these 4 habits, and it was no accident. When my father was young, things were built to be minded. A tool came apart so you could oil it, sharpen it, replace the one worn piece, and keep it for life. He bought it once. Then somebody in an office worked out that there is no profit in a thing that lasts a lifetime, but a thing that breaks, that cannot be opened or oiled or sharpened, only thrown out and bought new, that you buy again and again. So they began building things to break. They glue shut what used to open. They make the one part that always fails out of the cheapest stuff, so it gives out right after the warranty. And the cruelest part, once a generation owned only things that could not be minded, they stopped teaching their children how to mind anything. The knowledge did not die because it stopped being true. It died because they stopped selling us things it was true about. Nobody profits by reminding you a thing can last 50 years, which is exactly why nobody will. So I am reminding you. This week, do one small thing. Pick up something you use often. A knife, a tool, the squealing hinge on your own door. And mind it, oil it, sharpen it, tighten it, or set it somewhere dry. 3 minutes. Notice that you are keeping something instead of replacing it. Then do it where your children can see. Hand them the rag, hand them the stone. Because that is how this knowledge comes back, from a child watching a grown person tend a thing with their hands. Next time I will show you the other side of the coin. How my father took a rusted, seized, given up for dead tool from a yard sale for $1 and made it work like new. Tell me in the comments, which of these 4 did your own father or grandfather do? Could you smell the oil on his rag? I read every single one. Keep the simple things close. They were never half so foolish as they looked. I am Earl Dean. I will see you next time.